Oh wow, a piece of ramen fell on his cheek. I do get that Kyungjun needs to understand Rinny more, but yeah, that fork, yeah, she needs some new forks. That shouldn't happen. Ah, come on, Uno, say something. Like just standing there staring at him is not gonna. Oh, finally! This was the episode I needed. The ending was beautiful. Finally, after all that. Um, this could be some struggle coming along the way, like maybe Uno saying it was the heat of the moment. I shouldn't have done it, but I don't know why they would bring that and go back to step one all over again. I mean, her feelings are revealed. They kissed, so yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. Also, this could be the climax of their story. How many episodes this drama is getting again? Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah. This whole episode was definitely mainly about, well, yeah, it's mainly about Jaewon and Uno, but also it's about Kyungjun and Jaewon understanding the people they love. Like, for example, Jaewon, he was trying to understand the real Uno. Obviously, he knew that it's not the lovely Sona that he fell in love with in Yang Yang. He knew that it wasn't the kind, sweet-hearted Uno that Kyungjun said that she used to be. And he realized that while she was yelling about the landlord, which was pretty hilarious because when she was yelling, a piece of ramen noodle fell on his cheek. It was so funny. Oh, and also, when they were eating ramen, she insisted that Jaewon shouldn't come over and eat ramen, but he said, I'll come over anyway. Let's eat ramen. And when she was cooking ramen, she gave everyone else, including herself, some extra stuff in the ramen, but for Jaewon, it was just plain ramen, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Now for Kyungjun, I really do think that he should understand Rinny more. Like, I get it from his point of view. He's the guy, he has a lot of money, he can support her, and he wants that ability, and he has that to be able to support someone, especially his girlfriend. But for Rinny, like, she's not the type to be obsessed with something expensive, like a drawer, right? She's more of getting used stuff, repainting it, glue it to make it look new again. But there is exception though. Like with that fork, when Kyungjun used it to feed her meatballs, yeah, Rinny, she needs new forks. Your fork should not be able to pull apart so easily. You know what I mean? And now fast forward to Jaewon looking at Uno's Instagram account, and he found out that she has pictures that reminded her of him, like the firecrackers, the book, and then he went off to drive to her house. Unfortunately, he bumped into her O3 car and broke the side view mirror. And then he was thinking, oh, what should I do? Should I call her? How can I explain it? The funny part is that when he called her, he said, oh, it's just a little scratch. And Uno was obviously behind him. And then they start yelling and all of that. And then they start yelling the stuff that they did when they first met. I'm like, how did we get to that point? And then out of nowhere, right after all that yelling, the ring fell. And I'm like, wait, hold up. How did the ring fall? Like, wasn't it around her neck? Like, it didn't make sense at that point. But it fell because of the necklace part. It kind of, I guess it broke. And then it fell in front of Jaewon. And then he was like, wait, is this my ring? Is this my ring that I threw? And then she realized, oh no, she started checking. She started hopping around. And then her ring fall. And then she tried to hide it with her foot. And then he sees it. And then it was like, hey, this is our ring. And then he was trying to get the answer out of her. Like, he's trying to understand what she's feeling right now. Like, he was like, you said that you threw your ring away. You said that you got over me. What is your feelings? How are you feeling right now? And then, bam! It wasn't a hit, but bam, a kiss. And then right after, she stopped kissing him, and then she was trying to run away or walk away. But then he grabbed her and kissed her back, and then beautiful moment. And just seeing her hand like wrap around his head or neck, it's like, yes, that's what I needed. So again, that was a beautiful ending. I think after all of, how should I put it? After all of Uno's conflictions, that's the best way that I could put it. this is a good payoff. Yeah, I have to say, and I know that some people were complaining that Uno is just dragging this along. Uno is just running, well, she keeps running away. But again, this was a pretty good payoff, in my opinion. I only have one complaint about this episode. Where was Seon? Yo, she did not appear in this episode at all. It's like, damn, like, she is one of the main characters in this drama. But the less I see her, well, the less and less I see her, she's becoming more of a supporting character instead of one of the main characters. I wouldn't really call this a complaint, but it's more of a funny complaint. You know what I mean? Because she is such a funny character. Like, I mean, the writers did a good job writing her, you know, like writing this type of character. And I just want to see more of her. And I really do want to see more of her and Kanggon. Like, their story is really put to the side. And I do have a feeling that right now, it could be the climax and the ending of Jaewon and Uno's story. So maybe since their story is ending, they have room for Kanggon and Sonyoung's story. Ooh, that could be it. This was a pretty good episode. I've said this enough. If you guys like my review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.